What is up, people? It is Friday, March 21st. This video is coming to you live from Rigged AI. 0 on fire alerts means it's been difficult to trade, and that's pretty constant and consistent with the fact that we're on nightmare mode for QQQ, SPY, and IWM. Volume super low, under 100%. Looking at what has happened so far. Open, we get a move up, essentially +2. Once again, this thing pulls back. It does not break the blue. It goes. Okay? So remember, anytime you see this, and we can turn the win rate on, these are all really good. 41%. The only thing that you're thinking, okay, is I want this as close to the blue line as possible. And you'll notice the blue line is the 474 strike. You take it anywhere in there, it is straight up. Remember, you got to break the blue, push a strike lower for us to go lower. Looking at SPY today, we opened higher, pull back right to the strike below. That's 63 cents below the blue line. But here's the thing. It's got to break this 558. And by break, I mean hit 558 and start going to 557. Obviously doesn't happen, and you get the same kind of move right there. So where does that lead us to right now at 10:30, which is our CTE check time? Well, we know volume is low. We know that it's quad witching. And if you watched any of the other videos, what did we see? Well, it's either amazing or it's terrible. And this is setting up to be god awful. And what that means is the blue line may act as a magnet the entire session. So we'll probably pull back to here. If you want, you can trade bears anywhere up here in this area. Personally, don't like to do it, but you can if that's your thing. I mean, this 30-day on that is great. Looking pretty good. But we're already going to tell you. Edge, high win rate bears or bulls after a nuke. After a nuke means probably 2 strikes, as close to the blue line as possible. Again, emphasis. This is 1 of 4 days out of the entire year. We don't have many to go off of, but what we do know is when volume is low, it is usually terrible price action, terrible to trade. And if we're looking at it right now, I mean, we can't even get 3 strikes. This thing just pulled all the way back to 476. You're watching that with live data on. So it's like, just, hey, if it's not pushing, it's not going to be good. Wait until later. And this is why I say wait until later. So we can go back to previous quad witchins. Look at that. Volume spikes. This was crazy, right? This was crazy. This was awesome. That's 12:20. Highest day in SPY history. Looking at Q, but see it on SPY. The highest intraday recording ever in rigged history. 14 strikes up. Nuts. But yeah, once again, volume. Look at that. Spike, go up. We go back to today. We're just going down. And when volume is going down, it means Wall Street participation is low. Algos are in control. Do not expect it to be easy to make money. But going back to 2024, we can look at September. So the one thing to notice, the one thing to point out here is you're bouncing right there before the bull swing zone. But we get a really great trade here around 1300, and then we pull back to the blue 1400 on. So it's like 12:30 might be the time to come back to the computer and look. Very similar here. Big move down. But look at that. 1442. This is probably my favorite type of trade. And when I say probably, I mean this is my favorite type of trade. Today might be a little bit opposite if you just inverse this thing, right? So this is -4. We might go up 4, back to the blue, back up. Who knows? But once again, really good trades coming after 1300. And this is classic, right? Bear risk, bull swing zone, comes up. What happens right here? It doesn't break the blue line and goes back down. Okay, bull bomb, take it, bang, bang, boom. Similar here on SPY. You go slightly higher, right? Just slightly higher, but you got to push this 569, and you really want to see Q and SPY doing the same thing. Obviously, they didn't, and boom. So that's 920. Go to June 21st. I think this is probably the worst day. That is just pure ping pong between two strikes. Nuts. And that's volume staying flat the entire session. Yeah. Absolute garbage. Practically no alerts. Low Wall Street participation equals trade difficulty. Go to March. You know, right at the exit zone. Wish you had a tag there, but that's nice. And look at the timing on this thing, right? Look at the timing. 1, 2, 3 bulls right at 1300. You go up to the blue, you don't break it, it pulls back down a little bit. Textbook stuff. So basically what we're looking for, going back to today, you know, because we are above the blue, we're looking for what? The blue line to get defended here, or a mega nuke later that takes us down, I don't know, maybe to 472 down here, and then return to the blue line. We're also watching volume. Look at this thing, just nuke lower. Expect it to be difficult. Come back later. Probably a good setup after 12. Doesn't look like you're missing anything right now. It's probably just going to burn both sides. Everyone in calls, everyone in puts for a while, and then you're looking for something big later. Go get breakfast. Go for a walk. Pump those muscles. GTL, and we'll see you later.